Welcome back to the Ed Show. Protesters in Madison came together quickly to call out the Republicans' political maneuvering tonight. 18 GOP senators voted to strip workers of their rights earlier. Only one, Dale Schultz, stood up to the party and voted against the measure. How will this affect the Wisconsin workers? Joining me now on the phone from Milwaukee is Mike Yanglel. He has been a high school math teacher for the past 34 years, and he's the president of the Milwaukee Teachers Education Association. Mike, thanks for your time tonight. Your reaction to what has unfolded in the last 6 hours in your state of Wisconsin.
Well, again, it's unbelievable once again. This governor is an extremist. He's part of a fringe element. And the educators in Milwaukee and Wisconsin, we are going to stand up to him like we have before. We're here for the long haul. We are here for our students. And he is not going to let his little group take over our state.
Mr. Yanglel, this means that the governor is going to be able to make the cuts to education, because as soon as the Democrats come back, they're going to get to the budget side of this. This means that your school district in Milwaukee will lose $74 million. What does that mean to your teachers? What does that mean to the school district?
It's absolutely terrible for our students. If they take away the $74 million on top of the fact that we're losing the stimulus money, it will be extremely difficult for the students of Milwaukee to have a fair shot at an education. And this is what is deplorable, and this is why our members are not going to stand for this.
When you say your members aren't going to stand for it, what do you mean? Are they going to come to work tomorrow? Are they going to come to work the next day? What recourse do they have? The recall efforts obviously are going to be in high gear tomorrow. Everybody is confident that the signatures are going to be made. But what about the teachers? Would the teachers fight back and maybe not come to work in the next few days?
Our members are going to be on the job, but we're going to be in Madison on Saturday. We're going to be demonstrating in Milwaukee after school. We're going to continue to work for the recalls. We are going to work in every way possible to make sure that our students are defended from this governor and this extremist group that he is part of. You know, we have a lot of students that public education is the only hope that they have of getting ahead in this life, and we're not going to let them take it away. I've worked in this district for 34 years. I've been a classroom teacher. This is what my life is about, and this is the life of many, many, many people in this city, our members and the community, and we're not going to let him attack our students, and he's not going to get away with it.
What does it mean, since you have been a teacher for 34 years there, all of a sudden you don't have any representation? Once this bill is signed by the governor, you no longer have representation. How do you feel about that?
Well, it's just absolutely terrible that that he's trying to do this. See, what's important for us as educators is this. We use collective bargaining to represent our students at the bargaining table. We negotiate for smaller class sizes. We negotiate for art, music, and FIED, and that's what we use bargaining for. And we also will work in the legislature, too. I mean, this fight is not over. This is the fight the whole nation is looking at, and we understand that because it really gets down to the core values of what kind of country do we want to live in? What is our nation going to look like? And we believe that there's a better future for us, and we're not going to take it. I'm going to tell you this, that if the people of Wisconsin knew then, when we voted, what we know now, this man would never have been elected.
Do you think this seals his recall next January? They can't do it until January of 2012 by state law. They can't recall the governor until after he's been in office for a year. But do you think that the momentum will carry so far that he'll pay the price in a year?
I think it will. I think that recalls are moving ahead in the Republican areas, and we had so many people out that we had lines of people just to get the petition papers. And this is for the fundamental values of Wisconsin. We are known as a progressive state. We are known as a state that looks out for each other, and this is just a terrible thing that this governor is doing, and he is losing respect every day. He's losing the public. He has lost the public, and it's just going to get worse, and this is why he had to resort to this illegal action that he took.
Mike Langyel, president of the Milwaukee Teachers Association and a teacher for 34 years in the state of Wisconsin. I appreciate your time tonight here on The Ed Show. We'll have a lot more on this tomorrow.